Yo,
What's up?
we're ready.
I was ready.
Caught me off guard. You have to wait a couple minutes.
Nah, I surprise people from time to time.
Let's see. Yeah, everything recording. Yeah, we're good. It's Friday.
It is Friday. I start work on Monday.
Oh, really?
Yep. 8 a.m.
You didn't say that. I thought you said you thought you were doing it after the 4th of July.
They literally just called me an hour ago, or maybe 30 minutes ago. They're
Dang.
like, how about Monday? It's like Monday to Friday sound good. And I was like, that sounds good to me.
Nice. Like, is it like a standard 8 to 5 type of thing, or overtime?
They're open from 7:30 to 4:30. So I think I'm gonna be working like the 8 to 4:30 or 8 to 5 shift, and then they have overtime. So like I'll get paid time and a half if I have to work overtime.
Ooh, yeah. That's where you got to get it. The overtime, yeah. Whatever. Yeah, overtime is like it doesn't even feel like overtime.
Yeah, I mean, like whenever I like did the math for like the pay for overtime, I was like, this ain't gonna hurt.
Right. It doesn't even like feel like it's, you think of overtime, you think of stress. But you see that dollar amount, you're like, ooh. I'll say a couple hours.
Yeah. How long you need me?
But are you a fan of like? Have you ever heard those situations of like wanting to work from like 7 to 3, or like the different lifestyles? Do you have any strong opinions about those?
I am such a morning person, so I would prefer like a 7 to 3 shift, but I'm not gonna sit here and complain about an 8 to 4, 8 to 4:30 shift.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they ain't 9 to 6, I ain't gonna sit here and complain.
It would be cool to have those like possibilities, like an option type of thing. Like it'd be cool to do like 1 month of like, let's do 7 to 3. Like, I feel like in the summers, well, in summers don't count, but like in the winter definitely, because sun goes down so quick that like 5 o'clock it's dark. So yeah,
I know
it'd be
people
cool to have.
I know people have like rotational schedule of like 1 week it's 7 to 4, the next week it's 8 to 5. Why did I get so blurry? Okay.
Yeah.
I was so confused. Hold on.
But you said what?
Some people have rotational schedules. Like 1 week it's like 7 to 4, the next week it's 8 to 5. Like I think that's cool.
Yeah, that's true. So you ready for Monday? Mentally?
I mean, I've been unemployed for 13 months, so I'm ready to make something arrow.
Yeah. So you're eager.
Yeah, like I'm excited. Like, I don't really like get nervous, like stuff like that. Like as long as I go in, learn, listen, do my job, I feel like I'm fine.
Yeah. How's the weather in the H?
Hot.
Have you have you heard of the Saharan thing going on?
Yeah, the dust stuff that's gonna come through this weekend.
Yeah, apparently it's like coming in because I kind of noticed it today. I was like, why is it so cloudy? And my dad's like a weatherman. He's like, oh, it's the Saharan desert thing, and I was like, that's kind of cool. Apparently, it's like the prime of it's gonna be tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like weird though that I'm starting work on Monday because our judge here, the main judge in the biggest county here in the state, Harris County, her name is Judge Hidalgo, and she's basically signing another like stay-at-home order. So like,
Ooh, are you gonna be in person or live or remote?
He's in person.
In person, live.
I'm gonna be in person. Like,
Really?
in the office, so yeah, I'm gonna have to wear my mask and stuff. Yeah.
Really? Nah, you should like be like, nah, remote.
Nah, ain't no remote. It was like you're gonna be in the office with people, so I'm just have to wear my mask all day.
What? Did they say what percentage of people are in? the office now?
So I went in the office twice already, and it's like a very like tiny office. Like they have people out there like who are like truck drivers and like moving stuff in the yard. And they have like people who are like sales and operations management training that have like big like cubicle desk up with walls and stuff. So,
Hmm.
but as soon as I
Wait,
hear
what did you just say? Cubicle desk and what? And walls?
what you mean? What you mean?
What did you just say? Cubicle desk and what?
Cubicles, desk, and stuff.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
What you think I said?
Well, have you like the yoga balls thing
Oh
that
my
people use for a desk chair? Those are
yeah,
live, actually.
so like yeah, I'm just gonna go in there, wear my mask. But as soon as I hear somebody test positive,
Yeah, seriously. Because like, isn't that's like one of the things though? Like your business can only be 50%, stuff like that. Um, but I guess maybe you said it was a smaller office, so maybe they wouldn't have to go under that.
yeah, I think it's like one of the regional facilities here in like Houston because there's 15 different locations, but I feel like I'm working at like the main transportation district because like where I drive is like all the companies are down there, like JB Hunt, Penske, Extra, like all those companies are down there in the district.
Gotcha. Yeah, Dallas. I know Dallas. We're back to 50% in the restaurants. No bars.
Yep.
Yeah, it's kind of just I kind of felt like this was gonna happen, just like phase 3, and then phase 2, and then phase 3, phase 4, phase 2. Like that's probably what's gonna happen, just to like balance it out with the spikes. Yeah, because Texas, it's just weird that the biggest states was one of the first that was going to be opening up. Like I feel like that shouldn't be a thing. But I was looking at the graphs and stuff, and I was like, man, like Texas went from nothing to 5,000 cases every day, and yeah. So I guess Governor Abbott was like, all right, let's chill out for a little bit, because he was threatening like even phase 4.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, man.
This dude said, "Hey, everybody go outside."
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, yeah, it's like we can look at it and be like, oh, it's bad, but it's one of those things where you're trying to make every generation happy.
Mm-hmm.
So like, the 50-year-old with 4 kids doesn't care about any of this right now. It's like, get me to work.
Nah, they're dying. They're like, these kids are gonna drive me insane. Like, let these kids go. Like, my cleaning lady's here right now, and she's like one of those like people that's like, they just need to let everybody go outside and get immune to it, and like yada yada. And then she's like, when they go get the vaccination, I ain't going to get it because I got the flu shot and it went horrible on my body one time, and I never got it again. Vaccinations don't work and like stuff like that. So it's just like,
oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm really just wanting. Honestly, I'm being selfish because I don't want to go back to Lubbock. Because I can't imagine, like, I don't want to go to Texas Tech when there's no social life. That sounds horrible.
Sounds depressing.
It really does.
That sounds like you're being sent to like boarding school or military camp.
I'm just like, my classes, they're really trying to be in person, but I don't think it's going to happen. They were saying like 1 person per elevator.
Bro, what?
Like, we're going to be sitting 6 feet from each other. You can't talk to the professors in person, like one-on-one.
How big were your classes in general? Like, what was your smallest class and what was your largest class? If you can.
Well, like, I guess these are a little bit smaller. I mean, the grad classes are like 20 to 30 people.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we're all like kind of by each other. So yeah, it's just, we're going to be 6 feet from each other. We're all going to be wearing, it'll be mandatory to be in mask. So like, there's not going to be much participation really. And this is going to be just weird. It's going to be like very apocalyptic. Like, it's just like a different world. And so my classes are from like or Tuesdays and Thursdays, and so part of me is just kind of like, well, at least it's only Tuesday and Thursday, so like I could just like go home on Thursdays and then go back there on Mondays. Um, yeah.
That's
So
so much gas.
I don't care. It's just worth it. Yeah, it'll keep me sane. Just being in a small city, because I can't like ugh. Part of going up to tech was the social life, and so they're really emphasizing the freshmen. I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to brainwash the freshmen, try to get them, and they're trying to trap them, and so um, I think 80% of the freshman classes are going to be normal somehow, which I don't know. And then one of my professors was saying that just because might be in person, the professor still has the last say.
Yeah.
So I mean, one of my summer professors, he was saying like for his fall class, he's thinking about just maybe every other class in person. So that would be nice. But I don't have any of his classes in the fall, so that stinks. He's like the coolest professor in this program, but yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, in person, love it, man.
Love it goofy.
And it's just like 1,000 people going into that 2-3 mile radius from across the country, 40,000 alcoholics. Like if the bars are slightly open, they're gonna go. Like so. I'll be the like middle to last people if it's somewhat down. So, man.
You just went on a whole tangent. You got triggered a little bit.
No, of course.
You feeling some type of way.
Yes, because I'm just kind of like, I might as well just go to DBU. Like, it's just like literally the only reason I'm staying only reason I'm proud to be a Texas Tech Raider right now is because I get to use their name, Texas Tech. I'm just taking advantage of their name. I don't care about anything. I don't care. I'm just using y'all's. Yeah.
This boy said he KD. He ring chasing.
Yeah, I'm definitely I'm name chasing.
He said,
so,
you and KD belong in the same room.
Because I was doing like pros and cons the other day. Because I was like, all right, pros. I was like social life. The name of it. That was like 2, and then the other 2, the cons were like I have to kind of be responsible for my own food because here I was kind of eating with my parents and having cafeteria. They don't really have cafeterias up in Tech. It's a little different. And then the other con was like small city or something. But I was like, wow, the social life is now a con. So literally the only pro was the name.
And
so,
you already have a year invested into it. You might as well finish out the other year.
Exactly. So I'm just like, it's too late. You just gotta make the most of it. And everybody's suffering. Everybody's kind of just doing it weird.
I've never heard somebody like transfer graduate schools. Like, how does that work? The same as undergrad?
I have no idea. I think it's one of those things where like it's hush hush. Like it's just kind of like like it's one of those things where it's like I have kind of researched just because I'm just curious. I like to know every option. And I think one of them was like you can only transfer up to 9 graduate credits. And I was like, yeah. What if something happened bad, knock on wood, and I needed to come back to Dallas and I needed like 9 more hours of the whole program. I'm sure like one of these chill Dallas schools would be like, just come in and take 3 classes and wrap it up. Like I just can't, and like with decent grades. Yeah, I don't. Whatever.
When you said hush hush, it made me think about that one song you made, so I just had to start laughing.
Oh, which one?
That song where it was like hush hush, sticky icky ooey ooey, something like that.
What?
Did you make some song like that?
I don't have a song like ooey ooey.
No, not ooey ooey. You did something like ridiculous. It was a ridiculous like slide.
Was it when I was recording it?
Yes.
Oh, at Matt's?
No. This is like one of your songs on one of your albums has like. I'll have to go find it. I know what I'm talking about.
Wait, say it again. Ooey, ooey, gooey, gooey. All right, let's introduce this podcast. Introduce. Sci-Fi podcast. Episode.
You stay forgetting the episode.
Something in the 60s. We're moving on. 68. 68. Shout out Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, everybody. I got Josh Barnes on the cast. Yeah, we know about your day. Let's see. My mom mentioned the other day, she was like, I listen to y'all's podcast sometime. I was like, oh. And she was like, y'all, I don't know what y'all are talking about half the time, but y'all sound very articulate. All right, cool.
Shout out Mama Bellenhausen.
Yerrr. Was it? Do you have any deep topics? Did the world happen? Did anything happen in the world this past week? Everything's
Jenna Marbles quit YouTube, bro. Or she temporarily stopped YouTube.
No one cares about Jenna Marbles. What is Jenna Marbles? Let me see.
Well, no, it feeds back into your whole like cancel culture thing because she had to apologize for something she said back in 2011, almost like 10 years ago, and people were like really hurt by it. So she came out and apologized, and then she was like, "I don't want to hurt any more people, so I'm gonna temporarily like stop making YouTube videos. It might be permanently forever." Like she kind of got canceled in a way. It's like your whole like thing about cancel culture.
What does she do? What? Jenna Marbles? She'll be back in a year. That's so weird. Yeah, I'm just kind of. This is all new. Jenna Marbles, 11-minute video. Move on. Something about that included a 2011 video in which she wore blackface while impersonating Nicki Minaj. There's so much blackface situations popping up.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up really in the 2000s, so I can't really I don't know. Well, okay, she was trying to impersonate Nicki Minaj. We were talking about this like a couple weeks ago. We're like, why is blackface like
a thing?
So what is it? What am I trying to say? Well, what is your like opinion of blackface? Is there any good way to blackface? Like
I don't know why it's a thing in general. Number one, it looks hideous. Number two, it's like it's just offensive in general. Like not even because like I'm a black person, but like it's just like, why are we doing this? Like why can't you just like reenact somebody just like naturally, like be yourself, you know?
Yeah.
Because that'd be like me putting on like a very white, I guess white face you would call it, and like reenacting like, you know, other people. Like I feel like that could be offensive either way.
Yeah. It's all Halloween's fault, I feel like. Because it's just like, okay, like if someone
You're gonna blame it on Halloween.
I'm blaming it on Halloween because that's when it happens the most. It's like, yeah, when you're trying to impersonate people. I know Jimmy Kimmel, this gets brought up every year, I feel like. He gets in trouble every year because he did blackface for Karl Malone in like in the 90s, I think. And what is it? So it was almost like it was kind of normal back then. Jimmy Fallon did it for Chris Rock. Okay, let's see. If you're like, let's say if you're trying to be Dirk Nowitzki for Halloween, you just, I don't know. trying to think creatively. I feel like
Okay, if I was trying to be Dirk Nowitzki for Halloween, what would I buy? I would buy a
just
blonde
wear a
wig.
jersey.
I wear a blonde wig. I'd wear a jersey, and I might have like something honoring like the 2011 championship ring. Like I feel like you get the gist. Like I feel like I don't need to go buy like a white face or like buy even like a whole Nowitzki like bald head cap or something like that, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Because you get the gist. Like you don't have to like go all the way out. And if you can't tell him Dirk Nowitzki, then like you really don't know much about the NBA.
Yeah.
I'd wear the high white socks and those white shoes he always wore. Like it was just like easy. It's easy to impersonate him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I'll have to like look back at this video. Did you see the actual video of her impersonating Nicki?
I haven't, but I plan to watch it. But like also, I guess it's just so crazy to me that like people are discovering things from like almost a decade ago and finding reasons to cancel people. Like in my eyes, how is somebody ever supposed to learn and grow if you're just gonna go back and constantly haunt their past? Like how are they ever supposed to get better as an individual?
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Like, because it happened in 2011. Which, yeah, that's like the tough part too, because it's like, yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, what you're saying is just like you're done now.
Yes.
But it's like, okay, if you do it now, yeah, it's just kind of like be smart. No one is doing blackface now. Like,
but like I look at it in the situation as like, since you were my roommate for 3 years, if I found out like before I agreed to be your roommate that you said the N-word a few times in the 6th grade, and I was like, no, I can't be roommates with you. You say the N-word, you don't like black people or something like that. Like I'm like, how am I? Obviously, like you learned like that was inappropriate to say, you know? Like
yeah.
and now you're 18, 19, 20 years old. So like, why am I gonna hold something back that you didn't when you were 12?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that's why it's kind of weird. Because yeah, it's bad, but like I'm not gonna judge them now for
Unless
what
they
they
still,
did.
unless they still do that same pattern, I'm
Yeah,
not gonna be like, all right, what you did in 2012, it's holding your grudge. Like we hold such grudges and cling on to things.
yeah. Um, Jenna Marbles. She was still making videos.
Well, she was still popular. Like some of my friends still be talking about her content. I was like, I thought she died like 2012, but obviously not.
That's so interesting. Um, Well, that stinks. She'll be back. She says she's gonna like not post anymore.
Yeah, she
Quits
said
her channel.
it could be like a temporary like
Yeah,
pause.
it'll be temporary. Um, hmm. Yeah, blackface is definitely canceled. Not gonna like be a thing anymore. I mean, we were talking about like Robert Downey did it back in the day.
Yes.
That's like the last one. I think that's everybody's kind of understood. Why isn't that like a big deal?
Well, like I guess because how long ago was it? I don't know exactly when it was.
I think it was pretty long ago, and I think he has come out and said it was kind
Wrong.
of weird. But
Yeah.
yeah, um, definitely wouldn't be that.
Speaking of like, topics, today they came out and said that 16 of the 302 NBA players have tested positive for COVID.
Really?
Yes, 16 of the 302 players that tested have tested
Was
positive.
the 300 players that are going to Orlando?
Yes, they're supposed to resume the.
I heard Jokic got it. I think that's the
Yeah,
only big name I knew.
but he's asymptomatic and he's expected to fly back from. I think he's in Serbia, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's the country he's from. He's in Serbia. He's supposed to fly back from Serbia to Denver next week.
So now what? What's like the next step? They're just like they forget those 16 and just keep moving on.
I have no idea. Or like
Survivor.
Yeah, the number one tennis player in the world, Novak Djokovic. He's been wild, and he hosted a whole party. He had a tennis party full of people, and him, his wife, and many other people that attended the party got the vaccine. But Nadal, who's the number 2 player in the world, Rafael Nadal, he's like, if we were in tennis, I'm not playing against Novak Djokovic unless he gets a vaccine.
For a test?
No, until he gets a vaccine. He said, I will not play against Novak Djokovic until he gets a vaccine for the coronavirus.
But there's no vaccine.
He's going to have to wait.
Oh, he's going to wait. Dang.
Yeah,
That's going to be a while.
Dang.
Dang.
He's like, I don't feel comfortable playing against him until, like, because apparently Rafael Nadal's just been, like, chilling out, but Novak's been, like, everywhere, you know, doing his thing.
Dang. Novak said what?
Yeah. And that's the number 1 and number 2 tennis player in the world.
Dang. Is Federer still top 4?
I'm pretty sure he's number 3 or 4.
Federer's never going to be bad.
He ages with grace. I don't understand. He hasn't won a major in a little bit. It's been like a year or 2, but he's still always like competitive.
He's gonna be competitive in every Wimbledon for the rest of his life. Like
that's his surface.
Yeah.
It's just like ain't nobody beating Rafael Nadal on clay. Dude has 12 or 13 titles on clay. That's ridiculous.
But wait, how long? What is like what's old in tennis? Like, is Federer like past normal?
Yeah. He's like almost like 40.
Yeah. So that's not normal, right?
No. So like Andy Murray, he just retired and he was like 29 years old, and he was like in his but like all these guys, all the big 3, Djokovic, Nadal, and Federer, they're all like past their prime, especially for tennis. No,
seriously. Those 3 are just like, they've been around since we were kids. Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
And they're like number 1, 2, and I think 4 all time on like the most majors list. Like Federer's 1 at 20, Rafael's 2 at 19. I think Djokovic is like 4 with 16.
Yeah, Djokovic has quietly like gone up the ranks or like racked up the titles.
Yes, he went from 8 to 16 in like a 5-year span.
Because I remember like Federer was like the king. Like he won like he broke the record or something, and it was like a big deal.
Yeah.
There was like a lot of space, and then Nadal caught up real quick, and then Djokovic caught up real quick. It's just like those 3 are just in their own league. It's like maybe they're just better health-wise, just more muscle, and like they figured out the game a little bit. I've always been impressed with those type of athletes, you know, like LeBron and Tom Brady, like how they've been like elite for like so long.
Right.
So those are like really cool situations. And I think it's just basic health. Like, because I think like the sports health world has been very opened up the last like 10 years of just like, oh yeah, just eat right, and that expands your career like 5 years. Like, right. I think it's just simple things that no one really even thought about in the 80s. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. But
because I think it's like even more crazy in tennis, just because, you know, like tennis is a very endurance sport. Like you're gonna have to run. You probably run like at least a few miles in between each match. Like it's crazy, and like for those guys to still be beating the young guys at their age, it's just like, it's remarkable. I don't know if we'll ever see another big 3 era of tennis like this.
Yeah, I can't name any tennis player under 25. That's a guy. Do you know any? The next Federer, Djokovic.
I mean, no. I mean, I know people they label them as, but no.
Who's like the best under 25-year-old?
There's a guy named he's not from America. I don't know where he's from. His name is Dominic Thiem, and he's supposed to be really good. He's made like a couple semifinals and a finals, but other than that, like I can't think of any people anytime soon they're gonna dethrone Nadal, Federer, or Djokovic.
That's it. So that's what's happening. No young players are like competing.
Yeah. And like the only like woman I know is like Coco.
Yeah, I know Coco and Naomi.
Osaka, yeah.
Yes. I like Naomi. But yeah.
She's really like you. She don't want to talk to people.
Well, she seems quieter than me. But yeah, what is it? Uh, one second. Naomi. Yeah, I was trying to. Naomi was like one of those like if I was Hollywood, I'd go after her. Because she's like my age. Yeah, but she's dating YBN Corday. That
Other
yeah,
rapper. Have
yeah.
mercy.
I was like, man, Mr. Corday. I don't like Corday now.
Why not? Why not?
Because he's dating Naomi.
I mean,
Naomi had that cool like she's like Japanese, black. It's like a weird like kind of interesting mix, you know. I don't know. But we're talking about Djokovic. So okay, the players with coronavirus. Who they're just gonna pause them. I think didn't they do like if they had the virus, they just quarantine like normal, and they'll join up later maybe.
in 2 weeks. She said they'll test them again in 2 weeks, see if they still have it. If they're cleared, they can come back to play.
Man. Oh, this NBA. Oh, that's gonna be something.
One of their star players is going to catch, and it's going to cause a team to not win a championship.
Seriously, it's gonna happen. Do you think there's gonna be a team where they're gonna like sneak into like the conference finals?
The
just
Rockets.
Because it's such a just like the Rockets. Like yeah.
It helps them tremendously.
Or how about even how about even like a 5 seed, 8 seed type of team that could just sneak in just because like the season's so weird now, just because maybe some weird.
All right, since I'm on my phone and you're on your laptop, read me the 5 of the 8 and the 5 of the West.
5 of the 8, 5 of the West. See, top 5 conference, NBA.
Read me the
maybe
West.
maybe the Mavs.
Oof.
The
You're one missing piece away from me giving you credentials.
Dang, the Rockets are a 6 seed? Jeez.
Yeah.
They do not feel like it. I haven't seen these in a while.
They have the same record as the OKC Thunder, I believe.
Yeah. 5 through 8 in the West is Thunder, Rockets, Mavs, Grizzlies.
My money would go on Houston to make a surprise run out of that bunch. Especially the Clippers are going to have to play the Mavs in the first round. Chief, that ain't happening.
I could see maybe the Sixers.
What's the
kind
East?
of just the 6 seed. Just kind of just what?
Who's 5 through 8 in the East?
5 through 8 are the Pacers, 76ers, Nets, and Magic.
Oh yeah, okay, I agree with that. Then. The Magic.
I just feel like this will be a extremely weird playoffs. It won't be like, in the second round, it's always like 1-4, 3-2. Like it's very standard. Like that's why I kind of like the NBA because it's going to have the better teams. There's not many upsets really. But I feel like there's going to be like some maybe like March Madness type of run or like the baseball team that gets hot like in September just because like there's been no play for the last 3 months. So some player might just go like Luka Doncic, like him maturing for 3 months is huge for him at that age, just because it's like, at that age you're just, you're maturing so quickly. So I don't know, maybe Luka got some like, I don't know, daddy weight or something. I don't know. So just thickness or something.
This dude said Luka Doncic is gonna turn into what James Harden used to be.
Yeah, seriously.
All right, what has been the most surprising playoff run you've seen growing up so far?
The most surprising.
Oh yes.
Well, I know I know the most surprising run in general was I wasn't watching, but like in '99, it was the Knicks,
to the eight seed.
and that was another weird year where it was a lock in. So yeah, the 8 seed Knicks going to the finals, like that's just, but they had so much veteran old guys, so it was just kind of like, that's what I'm saying. Like it's gonna be like a weird.
Yeah, and I guess like also what people forget about that situation is I think Patrick Ewing got hurt in game 2 of the conference final or the semi-conference final. They still made the finals.
Hmm. The most surprising run in the NBA.
No, it doesn't have to be NBA. It can be any sport.
Oh, NBA does not. Yeah, there's not many like surprising, but I mean,
Like even
always gonna be the Giants in what 2008 or 2007. I remember that was such a weird because I remember that year because the Giants were the 6th seed or like a wild card, and I think they won the NFC Championship. And I remember I kept saying to my dad, I was like, Eli Manning is in the Super Bowl. Like just saying those words was just so weird back then. Like that's so disgusting. And then they win, and then they win again. So it's just whatever. Can you think of like a surprising?
mine would be it would be baseball. It would be the 2011 St. Louis Cardinals. They made the playoffs on the last day of the season.
Yeah.
They beat that great Philly team in the DS, and then they beat their rival, the Brewers, LOL Milwaukee, in the CS, and then they went on to beat the Rangers in 2011.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the only time you cared about baseball. You were watching that.
For sure. Definitely. I haven't cared about Rangers baseball since the Blue Jay situation, since Batista kicked us out.
Speaking of the Rangers, y'all have been getting roasted on Twitter about y'all's new ballpark look.
Really?
Yes, like apparently people have been saying like the outside of it like looks like a trash can, like the metal on top of it. Have you not looked at like the top of like the stadium, like how it looks? Like people have been like, imagine coming out of AT&T Stadium and you look across the street and you see a trailer being parked as the Rangers ballpark. Like they've been like roasting the ballpark.
What? Huh. Yeah, I see it. Yeah. I'm trying to zoom in, but it won't let me in. Interesting. It looks like somebody put Home Depot on it. Dang, that's funny. Yeah, it does look like a barn. I mean, it's fine.
No, people have been giving it like people are like, y'all's tax dollars went to this recycling bin. Like people have been.
That's funny. Man, I just want the AC. I don't care what it looks like. I need some air conditioning.
You don't miss the old days sitting outside?
Oh, no Saturday afternoon baseball games over there. No. Is the Astros retractable?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Yes.
I've never seen the Astros game outside. Right?
I've been to a couple that have been, with the roof off, but like obviously it gives you an advantage during playoff games because the sound just gets compacted in there. But it's Houston, Texas. We are not going to no baseball games in the middle of the summer.
Yeah. Yeah. That's disgusting. Rangers. Oh, the surprising run. 2011 Cardinals. I don't even. With baseball, everything is surprising. Everybody, like, that's just kind of normal now. That's why I'm fed up with hockey, too. Because it's just like, there's too many 8 seeds going to the Stanley Cup. Like, you can't have that many 8 seeds. It's just, man, oh my gosh. I was so mad when I was a hockey fan for like a week. When the Stars in 2015 were the #1 seed, best record in the NHL, and top 10 best record ever. I was like, okay, at least make the conference finals. But no, we lose in 6 games to the 8th seed. I'm just like, nah, I'm retiring from being a hockey fan. That made no sense to me.
Have you heard about the whole Yankees cheating scandal?
Yeah, did that pop up like the last week or something?
Yeah.
Why? What did they cheat on?
They cheated apparently on the same season the Astros cheated in 2017.
Were they both like stealing signs and stuff?
I guess so. I mean, I haven't really read into like the article, but apparently like it happened, and like some people have come and be like, at least if you're gonna cheat, be good at it. Like y'all couldn't even win.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They all do it. They all do it. I mean, do you think all baseball teams cheat?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just because I think so.
But it's obvious because like in my head, number one, before like this season, the upcoming season starts, you could have an iPad right after you go strike out. You can grab the iPad and see what the pitcher like did. You can look at the signs right there while you're watching your at bat. So I was just like, you could go down into the clubhouse and like watch the game and like look at signs. It's like y'all are making this so easy.
It's like our perspective of cheating have changed over the years. Like the iPad thing. 20 years ago, I feel like that'd be like, oh, non-traditional, or like, some type of screen, or like some type of like where a coach. Well, I'm pretty sure like when in the 90s or something, when they struck out or something, the player would go back to the bench and that coach would be like, hey, this is what that guy did. Right? Is that the equivalent?
Right.
Yeah, let him cheat. I mean,
you still gotta hit the pitch.
And I mean, it's still low scoring to a extent. Like there's still like, yeah, I know we have like, there's been a lot of runs lately, but I mean, at least it's not like 30-20. Like it's not like that crazy. Yeah, just let him have it.
What's your opinion on the whole Jamal Adams to the Cowboys?
Jamal Adams. We talk about it every year. We ain't gonna do anything. We're not signing him.
I read a source this morning that Jadeveon Clowney, his top 2 teams will be the Cowboys and the Saints. So we'll see.
Really? Don't we talk about trading for Jamal Adams every year? But maybe since he's a free agent, it's like, like it would be not that big of a sacrifice.
He's still not a free agent. We still have to trade, and the Jets want a first-round pick, and they want Lyle Collins for him.
I thought they released him.
No, so he just demanded a trade again.
Okay. Again?
Yeah, again.
He hates it there.
I don't blame you. Would you want to play for the Jets?
I mean, Sam is cool. I mean, I don't know.
Again, the Jets. I mean, granted, we lost to them last season, so I really can't say much.
That's true.
And I had the most throwback awful take whenever you sent me. It was like, the Jets.
Oh, yeah. I laughed them out of the pod. I was like, okay. Got receipts. And yeah. Let's should Jamal Adams. Football. I heard they canceled the Hall of Fame game.
They did.
I'm just kind of like, oh, here we go. Like, it's kind of, I feel like it's transitioning to football with this virus situation. I mean, are they still selling tickets? I think they are. They haven't, like, NFL hasn't made a decision, like, hasn't come out and said there's going to be no fans or anything.
They have sold tickets, and they said that training camp will start on time. It just might look a little different.
That's scary because, like, the NFL doesn't really care about people, So they're just like, hey, if you want to go, you go, type of situation. So I could definitely see a situation where the NFL is just like, if you want to go to the games, you go to the games, but that wouldn't fly with governors. Yeah, all that's interesting because it's like so many situations. Do you think there's gonna be fans?
No.
Okay, I mean,
I think they're gonna have to get like every player's gonna have to be mic'd up, so like it'll be like a more like personable season, so we get to hear everything, like all the trash talk between, like for instance, if Jalen Ramsey and DeAndre Hopkins play each other this season, you're gonna hear like all the like trash talk between them or something.
Man, that just kind of stinks for like. I mean, the owners aren't suffering, but you know, because like if that's not bringing in money, because I feel like that's a big source of money. Fans
Yes.
going to the games, so it's like fans aren't coming to the games, so the owners can have like an excuse to not pay someone as much.
Yeah, I get your point, but also, you know, they're showing up to work. You gotta pay them something.
Yeah.
I mean, your boy Dak finally signed his franchise tender, so
Finally, 1 year.
$31.4 million.
That's pretty good. Well, again, yeah, I think wasn't that a situation where like Dak was probably like, okay, let's just get 1 year for this virus situation and then kind of redo it next year? Is that what kind of is thinking?
So they have until July. I don't know what the date is. July something to get a deal done. But if not, then he'll just play 1 year on the franchise tag. But remember, you can be franchise tagged twice, so this could happen again next year.
Gosh. I don't blame him. Get as much money as you can every year. Huh. But I feel like he would want a long-term contract very soon. Just some money. Let's see. Sports. Let's see. Sarah Storm. You got any other things?
Like you said, the world is boring now.
Yeah, exactly. It's like literally nothing to do. What is it? What? I don't know why, but being 24, the age 24, I feel like it's the first time where I can say like your age as an excuse to get out of something. Like if someone invites me somewhere, I'm like, I'm 24. I need to like chill and like go to sleep. Like I feel like it's such a responsible age now.
Give me an example.
Like I don't know. It was like I'm too old to be Snapchatting. You know, like 24. Like I feel like because 23 is like I feel like 23 is like the last like sexy age. Young, like yeah, like Jordan year, LeBron year, you know that thing. 24 is just kind of like all right, you're 24, you're grown, go.
You got Kobe mentality now, Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
Turn 20.
I feel like you can get out of a party. Like someone invites you out. Like, yo, I'm 24. I've done the drinking thing. I'm done. I don't know. It's a good. I'm enjoying it a little bit. I've done that twice. Because I would respond back like, I'm 24. I gotta go to sleep. When somebody invites me out, but in reality, it's just an excuse because I don't want to go out. I like it. I like the excuse part of it.
So why not just why go through all that extra effort? I'm 24. I'm not gonna go out
because I don't want to be extremely honest to people. Because saying that is better than being like, no, I don't want to hang with you.
No, you could just be like, no, you could just be like, no, but thank you for the invite. Yeah, exactly.
That's like too.
That's PC. What are you doing? I'm 24. I gotta go to bed. What?
It's just. It's either I don't like. If I wanted to, I would. Yeah, I don't know. Thanks for the invite. It's just kind of like it's too mannery.
If I start hitting you up and I hear I'm 24, you ain't getting no more invites ever.
Like, yeah, I'm only telling a select few, so I can use it on most people. So, yeah, we'll see. I saw Kyle Zolke is in a relationship. Do
I
you see
did
that?
see that. I roasted him a few days ago because he posted a picture. I think he updated his like cover photo on Facebook or something. His haircut was wild. So I said, "Kyle,
Mm,
what is on your hair?" He said
really? He had
he
a different haircut,
said the barber messed up his head. So I said, "I don't blame."
and he posted it.
It was like
Okay.
him and his family. Hey, he confident now. So I'm gonna give him a
Oh,
okay.
oh, it was with his family. Okay, got it.
Yeah, he told me I spoke on the phone with him a couple weeks ago, and the girl is whenever we came in August of 2015, she was graduating that December, so she's like 4.5 years older than him.
Dang, really?
Yeah, he pulling
Wow. What? So that's like 27?
26, 27. Yeah,
Dang. Huh.
my boy pulling.
That brings up an interesting topic. Wait, no, would you like hmm,
He asked it. I don't care.
date like a would you date someone at 23, a 29-year-old?
Depends on what stage they are at in life. Like if they're looking for kids and marriage right away, then no. But like,
That's
it,
true. Like it really depends. It really depends.
yes,
Because there's immature 29-year-olds and then there's like extremely mature 29-year-olds. So yeah, it's
because like
everywhere.
last summer I went on a date. I was 22 last summer. Yeah, I went on a date with a 25-year-old, and I was like, okay, cool. And um, everything was going smooth and all. And then she was like talking about like kids and marriage. She was like, I'm ready. I'm looking forward to like kids and marriage. Like that's what it's on like my top. And I was like, it ain't nothing to cut that chick off.
What?
Like, I was
Was it the first time you hung out?
it was like the first or second time, yeah.
Wow. Dang, that's bold.
She was 25 and she was like, yeah, she's like, I'm really like vibing with you. And like I think she was going to nursing school, but she worked at a vet clinic or whatever. And she was just like, yeah, like, I'm looking to like, like settle down, like trying to have kids, like, like very soon and stuff. And I was just like, man, that's a lot of pressure on a fresh grad. I was like, I ain't trying to have that on my plate.
You definitely mentioned that you were trying to go to grad school in the conversation. Was that in the conversation? So
I'm
like
sure she was.
25-year-olds would be like, "Ooh, I don't know." But yeah, it really depends. Because the
I think
tradition is what?
I think I did. Yeah, I did because she was like, "What are like your career aspirations?" So I was like, "I want to get a master's degree, and then like I want to like get my way into the workforce, corporate America." So I guess that's why she was entertained. But that's kind of weird to be like, "Oh, he going to grad school. I want kids," and
I mean, yeah, that's what roped her in. She was like, "Oh, okay, time to get married."
what happens? If I would have said, "I'm going to get my PhD." What would have happened then?
She'd have proposed.
She would have got down on your knee.
Yeah. Yeah. PhD.
But she actually, I didn't end up like cutting her off. She actually, if I'm being real, she ended up cutting me off.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Dang, plot twist.
Yeah.
What? But was it because you said you weren't really eager for that?
It was because I didn't have enough experience, if you know what we're talking about.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yes. Because
Dang.
on the date, she was like, I'm trying to, what did she say? This analogy's going to have you dying. Let me think of it in my
Yeah,
head.
just say I don't care.
She said, I have to ride the boat before we go to sea or something like that. She said something.
Dang.
I gotta ride the boat before we sail at sea or something like that.
Wow. Just talking that spicy. Who is this person?
I was shook.
I was like, who are you?
I was shook.
What was she doing with her life?
she, like I said, she was going to nursing school, but she was working on going to nursing. But she worked at a veterinarian clinic. Like she helped, like, save cats and dogs and stuff. But she lived with a couple of her roommates and stuff. She was super nice, like super chill. But she just wanted different things in life, and she was just like, I'm a little like too inexperienced, and she was trying to ride the boat before it went off to sea. So I wasn't. I didn't make the cut. So
Was that was that the first or second? Like this was like the first and second time y'all were hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Dang, she had a list.
Because she told me, she told me on the first time we met, like the first date, she was like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, oh boy. And she was like, I wouldn't usually go for somebody as young as you, but you seem very mature and very like gentleman-like. So she's like, don't ruin my perception of you. And I was just like, geez, that's so much pressure.
She said, don't ruin my perception of you?
Yes.
Why is this girl talking like this?
Yeah, and I was like, this girl didn't even have a bachelor's degree, and I was like, at least I have like a degree, like I'm like applying places. Like you're still working on it, like at 25. Like I'm trying to be nice and like encourage so. But she was just very. I would say she's very just strange. That's how I would describe her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then another reason she was like, also like I'm bisexual, and I was like, this is the first time. I was like, this is the first time I've been out with a person that's bi.
You left that out.
Yeah.
Dang. That's funny.
So I was so confused. And so, what did my dumb self ask?
What did you ask?
I asked two dumb questions back to back.
I gotta hear these questions.
The first question I asked, I said, so do you believe in open relationships? And
what was her answer?
She said it depends on the scenario.
It depends. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
And
then, next question?
I asked, I was like,
y'all want to swing?
I was like, does that mean you have like threesomes and stuff like that? And she was like, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But I was like, oh man.
Hey.
I was like, I need to run.
Dang. Interesting. Wow. What's her name, Sarah?
No, her name was Taylor.
Close. Dang, that's funny. Dang, these are very deep. Like, second time hanging with someone, you're just throwing that out there? That's crazy.
But she was talking about, she was wild, bro. She was like, she's talking about going to like strip clubs and like.
Hey, okay, this is adding up now. Okay,
and
it's
like
that type of girl.
Yes, but like she would not come off that way. Like if you were just to walk past, you would never think that. But she was like, she was very, very open. That's what I'll say.
Dang, huh? You missed out.
I dodged the bullet.
Dang, that's crazy.
Oh, and then she kind of like judged me for like living back home with my parents, kind of. At 22.
What'd she say?
She like made like a little like snarky remark. She was like, "Oh, so like you're not like independent yet. Like you like don't have like your own place or anything. So like I have to come over to like mommy and daddy's house." And I was like, man. I've never understood that mentality, but
yeah, Taylor, I don't like Taylor. Yeah. Yeah. Taylor's done.
We canceling her?
Yes. What? That's weird. That's whack. 25. Dang. Yeah. She moves weird. It's like very extreme. That just kept going and going. I was like, okay, just didn't want someone inexperienced. Okay. Minaj is bi. Dang, that's crazy. Judging you for being not being like independent. Yeah. Where's she from?
Like my area.
Oh. Humble, New Caney?
Like Kingwood. That's like a rival school.
Mm. Yeah.
What's like
Surprised
your?
none of this. I'm surprised none of this came up like the first time y'all hung out. Dang, that's crazy.
I just tried to dump it. Like I don't even like thinking about it. I just dump it.
Mm.
What's like? What is your ideal age to where you're like, okay, like I need to like get out on my own? Like, obviously, like I think you and I've had like the talk before, like in person. Like you don't really judge like somebody for like living at home. It's like a smart financial thing to do, which I do too. But I think it's the smart thing to do. But like, when are you like, all right, like enough's enough. Like it's time to like move out. What age would you say that for yourself?
I feel like just the benchmark would be 25. Of like, yeah, 25. I feel like is like the age where if, and this is the thing, you have to have nothing going. Like if you have nothing going for you, if you're not even like, man, that's so tough. You don't have a plan and you're living at home. See, that's where I'm kind of cringe a little bit with some people where they don't have like a plan or like a job, but they're still like living at home and they're like above 21, you know?
Mhm.
And I haven't even like thought about that because I'm just like, yo, no, I need to like get some income before I like move out. Yeah, I would say benchmark 25. I don't want to move out too soon, so I have to move back. I want to move.
Right.
I want to move and like
Never
done.
come back.
So there's so many people that get apartments at like 21, 22 when it's extreme, where it's like kind of unnecessary, and then they move back with their parents at like 24, 25.
Mhm.
And it's just like, might as well just flip that. Like,
Is there a certain, like I hear a lot of people say like, oh, I'm not moving out until I have $10,000 in my bank account, my savings account. Is there a certain like plateau you want to hit before you move out, or you're like those people that believe you'll never have enough money to like seek or like be secure and move out? Like,
wait, never have enough money to be secure and move out?
yeah, so like there's some people like that I talk to and they're like, you could have 10,000, 40,000 in the bank, like no matter what, like you're never going to be safe. So you might as well take that leap of faith and that risk and move out anyways. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, those are people that easily spend money. So that's just an excuse. But I'm just like, if I have a full-time job in something I've been planning on, after like easily after 6 months, you should have a plan. I don't know.
Okay.
It really depends on everybody. It just,
I gotta stop you when you say like job that like you've been like planning on. Like, do you mean something like you specifically want, or something just like a job in general that like you got and it pays enough in 6 months you feel good enough to move out?
I mean, a job where you've been like eyeing it since college. You know, one of those like graduate and then get a job
Okay.
situations. Um, and yeah, I mean, that's really tough. Um, I haven't even like thought about that most of all. But I think you should get okay, 25 benchmark, get out of the house, even if you can afford it. Man, this is so tough. Whatever. Because personally, I'm just like, I'm not gonna get an apartment unless I can easily afford it. Like saving up. Like I don't want to like pay. I don't want to. Personally, I just don't want to be paycheck to paycheck where I have to depend
Yeah.
on something or I'm in the streets. You know,
Right.
I don't want to be like that.
I think that way as well. I can think for
That's
me.
normal though. That's
Yeah.
scary. Like that's 70% of the country, and we're in a great country.
Right.
Go
I
ahead.
think for me, I like told myself, I was like, before you move out, you got to at least have 3 to 6 months worth of rent before you even move out on your own. So in case something happens, you have enough to kind of give you time to rescue. Because, like, say for instance, like, you can never prepare for the market crashing like right now with coronavirus. You can never prepare for that. It's like if you have 3 to 6 months, you have a plan to where you can still afford it and not live paycheck to paycheck, and you can get another job in the meantime. Like, I don't want to be one of those people that are like, all right, I make this much on the 1st and the 15th. This one goes to the rent, and this one I have to like salvage everything until my next paycheck on the 1st.
See, this is why I'm so cheap. Like, because I'm thinking so, like, when I'm 26 or 27, I'm not going to spend something right now because I don't need anything, technically. So I'm just kind of like, I'm saving up long term because it's like I will want that certain money later on.
Longevity, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want things to leverage me. I want to leverage things. Right. So yeah, it's just. But that's not like that's the thing. What we're saying right now is extremely not normal. So it's just like that's why it's hard to put in words because I'm trying to be the extreme opposite of that.
I think the biggest blessing for me about DB is I had never heard of Dave Ramsey until I got to DB. I had no idea who that dude was.
Really?
And then once I had never heard of him. Then once I got to DB, and I was like, this dude kind of making sense. Mm-hmm. And so, like, from time to time, I'm like, what's Dave got to say?
Yeah. Yeah, I listen to his podcasts here and there. But, yeah, I mean, but I think that's the good thing about this year is that it's really, like, holding people, or it's really putting things in perspective. I mean, all the paycheck to paycheck people are like, maybe I shouldn't have gone on that weekend trip to, some random city. I don't know, just kind of be more mature about their expenses. I don't know. I don't know. Do you know people that are just they spend what they make away?
They spend what they don't have.
Yeah.
So, like, I have friends that, like, they'll literally get a paycheck, and within 3 days that paycheck will be gone, or they know they have bills coming, but they still look at, like, on Amazon and stuff to buy. I'm like, why are you doing this when you know this bill's due this month? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's so
frustrating.
Yeah, it's just so the idea of saving money is like so big, but like that's not normal. Like a lot of people just don't know what to like saving money. What save? But I'm making money next month. It's like
my mom gets on to me because I hoard money. She's like, I was like, that's an interesting concept, hoarding money. But anyways, she was like, you just like hoard and like hold on to it. Because I'm like, I want to save up so I'll be able to, buy that nice apartment or live like the way I want to live like later on than like spend it right now on like sports tickets. Like I've never been to a Cowboys game. I want to go so bad, but I'm not dropping that price.
Yeah.
Like I want to do I want to do all these different things, but like, I'm just not paying for that right now because maybe one day I'll be able to afford it more comfortably. But not a lot of people just think only in the present. They don't think future.
Yeah. Yeah. That theory is interesting too because I feel like this is just a wild idea, but I feel like some people are very like when they're in their 20s, I don't think people think about that. They don't think they're going to live past like 60 or something. I don't know. Which is sad. I don't know. Personally, I'm just like, I'm going to live until 90. I'm living until 100. Maybe even 150, And so I think that's a theory too of like people are very just like, I'm going to die at like 50 or 60 and then, spend money now.
Oh, yeah. Keep talking. I'll be right back.
Okay. But yeah, that's tough. But dang, Josh left us. I get it. But yeah, for everyone out there, listen to Dave Ramsey. He always liked a situation where he would say, eat rice and beans, and then the next night eat beans and rice. It's so stupid, but it's kind of goofy / smart. But I do realize feel like I'm like 1% of people that are very money conscious. I'm extremely cheap. You can ask anyone that associates with me. But I'm not. I only spend things that are very necessary, such as like I spend money on family things, like things that are very important.
Right.
Explaining how cheap I am, but I'm not like dirt cheap where it's like I'm not gonna spend money. I'm not gonna okay. I'm gonna buy people gifts for Christmas. That's the bare minimum. If you're not, that's what I'm saying. Like I bought a Father's Day present. Okay, I'm going to do that at least. So
okay, but that's different because those are things that are the minimum expected thing for you to do.
Mm-hmm.
So you just do the bare minimum. That's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're cheap. You're halfway in between.
I'm not trying to. I don't because I don't want to do the bare minimum at like late 20s.
But you're halfway in between like Terry Crews, which is $2.68 worth of toilet paper, and Mr. Krabs. It's like I like money. Like you're just cheap. It's just who you are, bro.
That's true. That is true.
But like I don't think there's anything like wrong with it because like if a lot of people took your mentality, they would be in much better financial situations. Because like I know people that are at 23 years old that have 4 credit cards. I'm like, why? Why?
4? Jeez.
4.
Yeah, I know a couple people that they talk about like I don't have enough money to like go hang or something, and then they get paid, and then the next day they spend some money or like something, and then you ask them like a week later, "Do you want to hang?" And they're like, "I already spent all my money." I'm just like, what? Like I just, I don't know, but all I know, 70% of the country live paycheck to paycheck. Even athletes live paycheck to paycheck. The millionaires, which is sad. That's why a lot of those athletes sell their houses after retirement.
This is random because I know you're probably gonna be like, let's wrap up soon. But what are your 5 non-negotiables of dating? I know
Non-negotiables.
that was a plot twist, but what are 5 things you won't budge on?
Non-negotiables.
Like it's non-negotiable. You will not budge on it.
I feel like those are things where like that's like before dating.
Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. Like, what are your 5 things like going into dating that are non-negotiables before you commit?
I don't have any like stern ones. Do you have any stern ones? Like,
I mean, she's got to be financially like savvy, like at least somewhat to a certain degree. Like she can't be out here just spending up credit cards and bills and everything.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, all girls shop, so it's
that's fine. I don't care if you shop. You know, that's a part of them. That's a part of their DNA. They came out the womb. God gifted them with the little shop. You know, that's what they do. But like, if they just out here running up credit cards and going broke because they can't be disciplined enough to limit their shopping, then that's a problem.
Non-negotiables. I don't know. Non-negotiables are more like personality-wise.
Okay, so what are your 5 non-negotiable personalities?
I'm not attracted. Okay, like that's so weird. I don't know. If I see a non-negotiable, I just turn off. There, like I'm just like, all right, next. Like I don't know. It's just like it's so like quick. It's more just like personality-wise. Like don't let's say expressive. No, that's not like non-negotiable. I don't know, non-negotiables. That's so
okay. Well, are you still
so
on the
strict
word
though? That's not non-negotiables. Is so such a strong word.
This
is my thing. If you really want to date somebody, that's going to be non-negotiables are going to happen. Like you're going to compromise on certain things here and there.
Correct, but there are certain things where you're like, all right, that's too much.
It's too much. Man, I cannot think of anything right now. Do you have any?
Let's see. I mean, obviously, like like the obvious one is cheating. Duh. Like non-negotiable. Like
Yeah.
they have a track record of cheating. Duh.
Cheating.
Abusive, obviously.
These are like basic things.
And nah, like like if she's like poor with her money, 3. If she has no ambition, like that'd be killing me. That'd be killing me.
Again, that's a basic thing.
I mean, there ain't something there.
No, like that's what I'm saying. Like non-negotiables. What you're saying are just traits that are just attractive in the first place. Like
some people like that stuff though. You'd be surprised. Hey, we got some weird people out here.
Like someone that's abusive. I'm not even gonna be their friend. Someone that cheats.
But what if you don't know that until you get into it? That's the thing. You never know.
Well, if that does happen, then
you
just leave. Like,
and then they come abuse you and find you.
Abuse me. I'll leave. One day. Like, I don't know. Like, go ahead. Like, nah, go ahead. Abuse me for like 10 minutes, and I will dip. Like,
okay, really, what you doing if a girl swings on you? You just gonna leave? What you doing?
See, I feel like if it's like a real punch, no, I'm just kind of like, yo, what are you doing? What are you trying to get out of this? But you can also like sense those things though. I don't know. You can you can be very like intuition wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheating. Like cheat. I'll find out, like, regardless. Like, so non-negotiables. I'll have to think of that next time. But yeah, it's just basic traits. Short hair. Oh. Non-negotiable.
That's a good one. You know,
like, there's some girls when they have the haircut like right in the middle of their neck.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh, no. Like, I don't know. It's just
bad breath. Non-negotiable.
I just thought of one. These are types though. The type of girl that's very woke. No hills of the world. Just because it gets tired it gets annoying after an hour. I'm like, yes, I know there's evil in the world. Let's kiss. Like, it's just like,
yeah, he said let's kiss. Who's that debut girl that was too woke for us? She was a black girl. You mainly brought her up. She was too woke.
I know what you're talking about. I barely met her. Yeah, I followed her on Twitter for some reason still.
That was the too woke girl?
Yeah, she's like that too. And again, that's something you can find out really quick. Because it's just like, I don't want you to be that stressed all the time. Of right. Like, yes. Oh, someone got shot. Yes. Someone got shot. Yeah, it's just going to happen. It's sad, yes. But I don't want you stressing over something that
you can't control.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the woke. Ugh. Just, maybe just, I don't know, just the overly political. Like, I'm not like if there's a Hillary Clinton in college, I would not have been attracted to her, like, at all.
You said it, there was a Hillary Clinton in college. Like, what about a Sarah Palin?
Well, she seems chill. I don't know. No, even her, yeah. Because I remember, the like political science majors.
Yes.
whenever someone would say that they're a political science major, I'm just kind of like, I would just like, because that's very, I would assume, on the political side, I would assume, like, I don't, but my stomach would turn because I'm just kind of like, probably not going to hang out with that person. Because I don't want to hear about Hillary Clinton's emails at midnight on a Friday. You know, it's just like, I get it. She did bad. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's not negotiable.
You wouldn't want to be roommates with John Block?
No, no, not John Block. I would not want to be friends.
You still follow him on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
He's gonna be president one day. He's gonna be governor in New Mexico. What, being a gay Republican? That's as progressive as it gets.
that's a power move in itself. I said, wait, Shiloh. I said, have you seen this? He's dating a man named Carl, and he's a Republican. Oh, so I was like, okay, John.
Yeah, Carl. Yeah, non-negotiables. That's an interesting situation. I don't know. It's just my thing. I'm just like, if I can't enjoy my time with you from the start,
yeah.
wow. Right? I'm very
turned on.
Just very on off. Like, it's just so it's interesting. Oh well. You got any last second topics?
Nah, I feel like we covered a lot today.
I miss Lil Pump. That was a random thought I had because he's nothing right now. Let's see. Blah blah blah. Kyle Zolke, 24, mom. Yeah, that's about it. Songs of the week shout out. I'll say my song of the week. My boy Black is back.
6 Lack.
No, not 6 Lack.
6 Lack.
Just because there's a 6 in it, it's not mean. You can say 6 Lack. Whatever.
6 Lack.
So he released an EP. He's got a track with Lil Baby too. So I'm just like, man, these are my people. Lil Baby had 3 new features today. He is copying what Lil Wayne did in the 2000s, where he's just like hopping on every song out there. So he's just going to be everywhere, whether you like him or not.
Yeah.
So,
he was in Houston right around with Harden this week. So everybody's like been like blowing up.
Yeah. He's definitely, he knows what he's doing. It's interesting. So I peeped the strategy. But yeah, Black, Know My Rights featuring Lil Baby. Yeah, so that's my dude. Do you have anything or no songs?
Nah, I do. I wrote some down so you would get off of me this week.
Yes.
All right, give me 1 second. All right, let me find them. I wrote them down. Where they? Okay, here we go. I have a couple. Don't judge me.
Mm.
I have What's Poppin' remix featuring DaBaby, Tory Lanez, and Lil Wayne.
Mm.
And I have Girls in the Hood by Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh. Those are 2 brand new songs.
Yep. I told you.
Were you listening this morning?
Was I listening? Yeah, I was.
You went to New Music Friday and you just picked up something.
I was just like, what's new out there? I was like, oh, this sounds kind of
good. I have to check out Meg. Meg's my baby.
Girls in the Hood.
She knows she's finessing all these guys. You got any shout outs? Shout
out my dad. He just had hip replacement surgery. He's in the hospital. So.
Yeah. Wait, he's in the hospital now?
Well, yeah, like he has to like recover for a couple of days before he can come home.
Dang.
And like yesterday, he had on Thursday, and yesterday Greg Abbott signed the whole thing where they can't have any more general surgeries for the time being because of Corona. So he got in at the right time.
Dang.
He can't drive for 3 months.
Oh. You're gonna be his chauffeur.
No, I'm be at work. I'll start work on Monday.
On the weekends you will. Who have an itinerary every Saturday? Cool. Shout out. I'm gonna shout out myself because I'm entering the last week of this stupid class. I'm so tired of this class. I barely know what's going on, but I'm barely passing. We're going in. We're just seeing what's happening.
You're barely passing. You got a B.
I don't even know. One day it's a D, some days it's an A. It varies. But we'll see. Whatever. It's the last week, so next week is the last week, so we'll see. All right. That's about it. Let's see. Friday. It's the last week of June. All right. Have a great last week of June. You do anything tonight?
Maybe I might be going to drink some margaritas or something. We'll see what the scene is.
Okay.
Are you doing? Now you staying at home much?
Take a nap.
You taking a nap?
I'm about to take a nap right now. I'm gonna close this, hop in this bed.
And take a nap. You ain't doing nothing. You just gonna stay up late?
I'm chill. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, if there's any, do some house. I don't know. Do some FaceTime parties or whatever, like last weekend or something. I don't know.
Yeah, let's have a virtual party.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right.
Peace.
See you.
See you.